Hi there. So I just thought I'll just make it this into a video instead of creating a private response to her. So this is for M because she has just started on a new fitness. Well, she's starting to get into fitness. She told me she planned to run. So this is her first time. She's not really very physical. I would even say she's sedentary work, and that's all she does. 24/7. No, not 24/7. So work, sleep. What do you call that? Sedentary lifestyle. So anyway, her plan was to was to do 1 hour of running or jogging in the morning, and another hour like in the evening, something like that. And my comment to that is secret. My comment to that is it's unrealistic. So this is um what do they call that? So like come January, because people have a lot of, usually they have like New Year's resolution. So come January, they the gyms experience an influx of new sign ups, and they know that those people aren't gonna last long. So it's not a long term plan. And the thing about fitness, it's not something you do. It's a lifestyle. For example, if I have time, I do like every day an hour of muscle workouts, and separate from that, I do three times a week of walking meditation. Let's just put it that way. Kalimasada. That's like 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. So that really entails, I would say, discipline. But really, the reason why I can do that is because it's become habitual. So that's the loophole, I'm taking advantage of. The moment something becomes habitual, then it becomes your normal routine. The problem is, because I've been busy lately, that's no longer my habit. So I need, every time I break the pattern, I break the habit, I have to force myself to do it. To there's willful effort to get back into it. But after I've done it a few times, then the habit kicks in. It becomes automatic again. It becomes easier to do than not to do it, if that makes sense. Now, if you have unrealistic goals, you're gonna hate it. It's gonna traumatize you. You're gonna find reasons not to do it. So that's why start with something easy, something doable. Something you could keep for a lifetime. Basically, that's it. And before, when I was an active biker, same thing. Same rule applied. Um, I didn't notice it. It just became habitual. I just naturally, automatically ended up riding like 200 kilometers a week. You know, but now I can do. I can't even do 20 kilometers. I would really need to exert effort to do that. I mean, well, yeah, I think I can do that because I have decent cardio. You can get cardio not just from biking, from other cardio activities. So although different muscles are involved in biking and running, at least the cardio is there. You can get your cardio training elsewhere. But what I'm saying is it's still hard because I'm gonna such an inconvenience. It's easier not to do it than to do it because that's not my habit anymore. Then there's the fear again, you know, like all those things, all those procrastination, laziness, um, emotions, and thoughts. So if I were her, my recommendation to you is be realistic. Well, I already told her that in via text, but it so happens I just well, she just told this to me like an hour ago, and I was doing my exercise, so I couldn't talk to her for you know. I replied with a sentence. That's it. But now I'm doing a longer reply. So it's better to start off. Uh, I don't know, 30 minutes. The thing is, let's say you manage to do it now. But when will you be doing it next? But yeah, because it's your first time, your body's really going to hurt whatever you do. But if you want to avoid that, I don't know if you can avoid that. Maybe you just do brisk walking. That was my original recommendation before. By the way, walking is a waste of time. I see that all the time. They're just walking, but they're in like sweatpants. You know, it's like in their mind they're exercising. Like maybe it's a kind of exercise also, but for me that doesn't count. Like when I do my walking meditation, I do like 8 kilometers, 10 kilometers, but that's not the goal. It just so happens to it just happens. It's like it just happened, but I don't count it as exercise really. Um, so there, it's not it's worthless. It's better than nothing, I guess, but still not exercise. But if you turn it into brisk walking, then there's some benefits there. That's like a step closer to actually jogging or running. And another recommendation I have is have goals. So I do not just bike. Well, okay, it's like this: bikers, cyclists. I have a trainer, like bike trainer here. Many do, but they don't use it because it's pointless. I mean, you don't have a goal. So the reason why we bike is because we have a goal. Like usually we have a long ride in the weekend. On the weekend we have a long ride. Like we need to prepare for that. So that is the goal. In my case, because I'm that kind of cyclist. But others like they want to they are concerned about beating their personal best or records. Some are like that. Some are motivated by races. Some some do trails, bike trails. The different kinds of motivations. But the one thing common with all of us is we have a goal. So that's it. But see, the thing is, if the actual journey itself is enjoyable, then maybe you don't need a goal after all. But what I'm saying is, I mean running. I mean, because I'm not into that. I don't get the point. I don't I don't I don't particularly enjoy any kind of even in biking. Like I don't get the point of doing loops, circles in a small area. That doesn't motivate me. But I would do that if I have a goal, like to increase my speed and join races. So as a runner, because I run from time to time, no, I wouldn't do it for the fun of it. But I mean, I did that before, prior to getting the vaccines. That was my motivation back then, to toughen myself up. So I don't enjoy the journey in that situation. I just have a goal. So that's a means to an end, you know. But if the journey itself is enjoyable, let's say my power trip, because in biking, the actual, you know, going on trails, you don't need a goal. That's it. That's the enjoyable part. You don't you don't need to oh, I need to increase my speed, or stuff like that. Those are secondary missions, you know. It's the journey, it's not the destination in that particular case. So because our goal is actually to lose weight, which is another big topic I usually rant about before, because a lot of bikers are fat. The irony. So you're burning like, I don't know, 1,000 calories a day, and yet you're fat. And that's because they don't understand calorie counting. So these strenuous exercises burn a lot of calories, but it is really about calorie counting, because I can lose weight or I can gain weight even when I'm an active biker. It just happens to be easier to lose weight when you bike a lot. You're biking a lot, like 200 kilometers a week. It's much harder to gain weight because you have to overcompensate. So you have to be like, without the biking, I need to be like 500 calories or 1,000 calories over my maintenance. You know, so if you want to go over, then you gain. That's bulking. If it's less, then you lose weight. Simple. But they don't do that. They don't know. So really, it's not the biking that's going to burn off the fats. It's really the calories. Because if you eat le- eat less than what you are consuming in a day, then your body will be forced to tap into your fat reserves, and that's why you lose fat. That's how it works. So it's not really that difficult, actually. It's not a special diet. You just need to count your calories. That's it. That's really how it works. If you're bulking, then go over. Um, but before, I just used to do dirty bulking. Dirty bulking means you don't compute your calories. So I don't know how much I go over my maintenance. Maybe 1,000 calories, maybe 1,500. I even drank a lot of weight gainers back then. So there. So it's really not the sport itself. You can run and you can still gain weight. You can run and you can lose weight, which is much easier, much easier, because that itself, that's cardio that burns a lot of calories, not fats. It doesn't burn fats; it burns calories. Now it's up to you if you want to burn off the fats. Um, you know, because if you have a lot of energy in your body via the calories, as I've said, or carbohydrates. No, let's just say calories. then it won't have the chance to, to tap into your fat and burn it off, because fats are stored energy. That's 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 what they are there for. So that's how it works. So yeah, many get misled. It's not really the sport, it's not really the activity or the biking, it's really the calorie counting. You don't even need any sport to lose fats. You just need to count calories. It's just much easier if you have an activity that burns a lot of calories. You know, what else? So yeah, be realistic. Something that you can do on a regular, get into it on a regular basis. It's not too hard. It's not too hard, because if it's too hard, you're just gonna come up with a lot of excuses. Your mind is going to come up with a lot of, oh, I'm too tired, or oh, I need to finish this work, stuff like that. So make it as easy as possible. So start low and build yourself up. To You really won't notice it much, really, because once it gets habitual, it's virtually autopilot. So that's the loophole. That's what we want to take advantage of. And what else? Because I don't have a script. Yeah, sure. You can use other thermogenic fat burner stuff. I've never used it, so I can't say for sure. I just know calorie counting and what else? Well, I use as I've said, weight gainers. This is much easier to consume a lot of calories if you just drink it rather than eat it. That's why. Uh, yeah, if you can get into ketogenic diet, I also like it. So my body, it has muscle memory. Um, it's just easier to get back to into it. You know, when you're in ketogenic diet, you train your body to use fat as fuel. So you get into ketosis, which takes like I actually forgot, like a week or 2 weeks of not consuming X amount of carbohydrates. Then you get into ketosis. That's it. Mm. So you have a more direct source to your fats, and then you get into cardio. So that's awesome. It's gonna burn off your fat. The more you exercise, the more fats you burn. What else? I also do intermittent fasting. It's not really, so either I do intermittent fasting or I do ketogenic. I cycle between the two, primarily because of food choices. That's really all there is to it. So with the, intermittent fasting, you can eat for 16 hours, but you can eat anything you want. So, it's not really that difficult. Also, I just need to get back into it. Again, it becomes a habit. It's effortless. I prefer that over ketogenic. Well, sometimes I mean, because what if I'm in the mood to eat a burger or something like that, and I'm doing ketogenic? I have no choice. You know, I can only eat the I can eat the bun. I can only eat the patty, stuff like that. So, but with IF, intermittent fasting, eat whatever you want. Just make sure you've fasted for 16 hours. There are other choices actually. You can even just fast for 24 hours or 18 hours. But I think 16 hours is the minimum. I've not done anything shorter. I've not done anything shorter. 16 hours is the minimum. It's something like after the it's like after the 12th hour, you don't have enough nutrients anymore, something like that. or energy or fuel. So that's why it starts burning off the fats. So that's how it works. So from the 12-hour mark to the 16 hours, so you have 13, 14, 15, only 4 hours burning fats. If I'm, because I, I didn't review, I was too lazy to Google it. So I'm just, but really, 16 hours. That's what I do. That's what I've always done. I don't also do full day fasts. It's too long, too long. Um, yeah. Another trick I do is coffee, black coffee or tea, and stevia. I don't know if I'm kind of cheating with that, but ideally you shouldn't it should be just coffee, black coffee, not with creamers or anything like that. Just black coffee, and it also actually helps burn off the fat. Caffeine does that. So yeah, I actually forgot all the theories. This is all stock knowledge, but this is what I do. It also helps energize. Caffeine. That's actually one of the main ingredients of pre-workout. And a lot of times I can do a workout without eating anything, like after or during an IF, intermittent fasting. Like I'm in the, I don't know, 14th hour or 15th hour. I could lift weights. I can still lift weights because of caffeine. That's my pre-workout drink. Pre-workout drink, but just not too heavy. Not those. There's a certain weight limit. Not the too much. No. What else? But biking, not an issue. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. Thanks for watching.